Hello, how's it going, boys? What is up? I'm back again for yet another... I don't know what the fuck is this supposed to be, but yeah, we're gonna look at a new shit, okay? We're gonna look at a new shit that was introduced yesterday. Yes, yesterday. We have like a brand new, lots of stuff being added into Sandbox and stuff, and then there's like a new segment of Full Limit Break Evoker weapons and shit. So we're gonna look into that first. I'll look into the other weapons and all the sandbox changes after this. That should be a separate video, I think. Yeah, I guess it will. You probably can see chat because at the time of the recording, my internet towards Twitch has been always very bad for some reason. It only be better when it's like, I don't know, 1, 2 a.m. or some shit. So yeah, there's like no chat. Chat is just dead. I can't even see what the hell is chat saying. Chat is probably spamming Gachi or like Beige or some shit. But who knows, right? Yeah. No idea what the hell they're doing. And there's no mods in here, so oh well. Okay. So we're gonna talk about the new Full Limit Break Evokers and whether or not they are they still worth to grab or not. I guess, I mean, that's just whether or not you want to listen to my opinions or not, but yeah, that's up to you. Okay. So we're gonna go one by one, alright? Let's just open each and every one of them. Alright, we're gonna go accordingly. Alright, so first one we have Devil. So Devil at Full Limit Break, you get 60% skill cap and 250 skill damage up. Sure. Does the damage not get increased? I guess it's the same. And then at 150... massive boost to fire allies attack. So it's basically the same. Instead of needing to be using as a main weapon, but you can use it as in grid. Right? Isn't it the same? Yeah. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. And then the other one is you get extra small boost to fire allies attack and HP. Oh, that's kind of cool, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, from what I've seen so far, like, before this, even before the update, Devil was supposed to be the one to go to, because Farrell's domain upgrade was kind of like the go-to anyway. And, excuse me, for what I've seen, just based on this, just looking at this, it just looks like you only Full Limit Break this if you just want to use it as the 12th weapon slot or something. Because, this is not significant enough to actually warrant to just continue using it as a main hand anyway. From what I'm seeing, this was nice, but it's kind of whatever. All right, the Sun has no update to this. Really? There's actually no update to this. So this is the same. So this one's the same. Huh? So this one's the same. At Full Limit Break. So does this apply to every single one of them? Or is it not fully updated yet? I got a feeling it's not fully updated yet. Wait, let me check game with. Oh, so their Ogi do get stronger. Yeah. It's kind of funny that the wiki hasn't updated that yet. Actually, the Sun is the same. So the Sun is the same. There's no changes for the Sun at all. What the fuck? It's actually the same. Alright, so the Sun's Ogi shit is still the same. It's only this thing gets upgraded. The massive fire damage, the multiplier for the Ogi is just different. That's really about it. Okay. Then for water, justice weapon. So all this is the same then. You get extra small attack and HP to every single one of the weapons. And then you get this as like a normal thing that you can just slot in the grid now, instead of needing to wear it as a main hand. So what about Justice Sword though? Because Justice is already unworldly, right? So did it change? So it's the same. Yeah, so it's exactly the same then. Yeah, this one has no change at all. Obviously this is already fucking strong, right? So the only change is just really just this and this. Okay. This one as well? Oh, this one is different. Extra additional charge bar. Wait, what? Only 5%? So instead of 20%, you get 25%. Oh, that's cool. And then boost to attack specs of water allies with full moon. So it's the same. Okay. So this is Hangman. Hangman is the same. Wait, no, right. I need to check again. I need to keep checking gaming to see actually if there's any difference or not, because Wiki seems to be very unreliable. Or maybe there's no data for it yet. Okay, so this one gets stronger. The Ogi damage gets stronger. And the rest is the same as the one before. Tower. So for tower, yeah, it looks like tower is the same, just that the multiplier is higher as well. Yeah, the rest is the same. Then this is temperance. Temperance weapon is the same. Is it the same too? Yes, it is the same as well. This one is the same, but they get extra 10% echo. When allies who didn't attack gain that, huh? This is not too bad, I guess. MC can attack next turn. Alright, Judgment. Judgment is the same, I think. But Judgment page on Game With is not updated yet. So it's technically the same then. Yeah, I think it's all the same. Okay. Alright, I guess nobody cares about Judgment. And then for the Star Ogi has a change. So allies under Divinity also gain supplemental. Oh, that's cool. But you don't really see a lot of people really use this as main hand, do they? But yeah, the multiplier does get increased as well. Multiplier gets increased. You get extra echo with that, so that's kind of nice. Nia's one is fucking meme, dude. What is this? Auto revive now restores 40% max HP. What? And then the massive move to dark allies attack. Or dark ally gains that and then when an ally is knocked out. Alright, this feels like a fucking meme, man. Okay. So from just briefly looking through at all this, right? Is it actually worth to get 150? No, I don't think so. For any of the weapons, in fact. It really doesn't feel like it's even needed to get any of them to 150. Because as you can see at the bottom here, the requirements is very, very painful. Like, really, really painful. Like, holy shit. You need a lot of Edians, apparently. Because I think in total now you need like 300 Edians or something. Because I remember just for a max limit break, you need almost like 200 or something. And then you add another 100 Edians, so that's like technically almost like 300 or so. Damn. That's a lot of Edians in it, bro. Holy fuck, bro. Like, honestly, right, it's just more of, like, if you're planning to make any of the weapons, really all the weapons is really providing you is just the extra damage cap. The extra damage cap which you can slot into your extra slot or whatnot. That's really pretty much about it. Then you can get extra this, sure. You know? You just get extra primal stuff or whatever. That's really all about it. Whether or not you want to use it as, like, your main hand or not, I don't think it really makes too much of a difference. I feel like the main hand stuff, there's only like a few one that is somewhat notable. Like, yeah, this one gets some extra cam. Like, this one gets a little bit extra. This one gets a bit extra, but I think like I guess the really okay ones are like these ones. Even though MC can attack, but yeah, this one's okay because, you know, you kind of imagine giving 60% echo to Naru or some shit. You know, having shit like this is kind of okay to have as like a main hand if you're planning to equip it as a main hand kind of thing. But like other than that, it's like everything feels like a massive meme to just full limit break this, and the amount of materials it takes to get there, it's fucking ass. But then again, to be fair though, it's like if you're just planning to upgrade the weapon and ignoring all the Evoker's domain, I guess you're actually using much lesser materials. But at the same time, it's like you kind of want to upgrade a weapon for the sake of the domain anyway, right? For the Evoker's domain. So it feels kind of pointless to just focus on the weapon itself. It's like you only do that so you can make your life a little bit easier in Sandbox, but honestly, I don't think that's really a problem now, especially with the new stuff being added in anyway. Yeah, it feels really, really pointless. So end of the day, right? For Evoker weapons, I don't think I really have a definite answer that I can provide to any of you. Like which one is worth going for? You know, I don't think I really have an actual proper answer for that. To me, when it comes to like picking this thing, it really just depends on the actual Evoker themselves. Like whether or not are they get like useful or not. You know, when you get the domain stuff. You know, like all this shit. Like so far the only really good ones is obviously like Frau's pretty good because you get to reset her shit. Yeah, so every time you Ogi, you get to use this again. So you know, because as you all know, Kango meta is like a thing, right? Especially in like all elements these days. So especially if you use it for like fire, then yeah, it helps, right? It helps for her, right? Essentially. So yeah, Frau is probably one of the better ones because I think a lot of people actually went for Frau's domain just because of that. Because Frau's domain is actually one of the most usable ones. The other one probably that maybe comes somewhat close is, I guess, in a way it's pretty good, is like maybe Lobelia. Because Lobelia does give you a lot of these. This thing is pretty helpful. This thing is actually really helpful. But the problem with this is that it makes your Lobelia go very, very fucking slow. You know? It's actually very, very slow. It's kind of nice, but it makes your characters move a lot slower. And you know, if you're already using Lobelia, Earth is technically already very slow regardless, so it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, the others isn't really that notable in a way, because this one, I think you get Guts or something, yeah. Maria gets Guts, Nia actually just gets like, what? What did she get again? Oh yeah, it just resets the shit. So basically she just doesn't die or something. You know? And plus you're forced to use the dagger, right? You're supposed to use that dagger, and I mean it's a dagger though. You know what I mean? It's a fucking dagger. And plus like this is Dark we're talking about, you know? Dark has like fucking Fidel and Leech. Isn't it? You already have like Fidel and fucking Leech in this said fucking element, right? Why the fuck do you want to use Nia now, right? Like, dude, as much as I do like Nia as like the character, the personality or whatever, I know she kind of wants, like, she's a yandere character or whatever. I mean, she's adorable, right? But still, you have fucking Leech and Fidel, man, and then you have 650. Like, why would you consider using Nia these days? It's like, Nia is kind of like the character that you use, like, if you do not have like the new Runeslayer burst setup these days. You stick to Nia if you do not have that new one. So it's like you use Nia for like the typical wrestler shit, because that still works. It's not as fast as the Runeslayer shit, but it still fucking works, right? Don't get me wrong, that's still pretty good. And you can use like the whole Kirin stuff, and you don't really have to rely on having like the likes of PNS and all that shit. Obviously having like PNS and stuff in your grid is obviously helpful and shit like that, but if you're going with like if you're using like Nia and stuff, you don't exactly need to do that. You know what I mean? You can still get like the whole, you know, the whole honor gain shit properly done. It's just a little bit slower compared to the whole Runeslayer shit, because Runeslayer has like much lesser buttons and it's like confirmed you guarantee to get it in like 2 turns and shit. So it's very, very strong in comparison to the wrestler shit, you know? Yeah. So that's why it's like you only really just get for the sake of the character that you really, really want to play. So in that sense, I really can't tell you any definite answer like which character is like, oh damn, you must get this, you know, you must get like Hecelia's shit or something like that. No, I don't. There's like, honestly at this point, right? To me, there's actually really no correct answer to this, because we obviously do not have full limit break evokers yet, like the actual full limit break evokers. We only have the weapons that are full limit break. So maybe in future the answer is going to be a lot different, because, you know, maybe like in future when full limit break invokers do come into play, when they go live or whatever, we might actually need to full limit break their weapons. We need to get their domains up and shit in order for us to get their full limit break, right? Who knows? When is that going to happen? Probably another 2 to 3 years. I don't think it's going to happen that quickly, because usually when they do a big update like this for sandbox or whatever shit, they're gonna only add like new stuff to the said Akaram shit probably in like at least minimum 2 years. You don't really see it next year. I highly doubt you see any updates next year. Guarantee you won't see shit next year. So it's like, because usually what they tend to do is like they want you to like use this time to at least get something within this time frame. So at least, you know, when they do release like new content, at least some people can actually get that, rather than, oh my god, it's like super fucking far away. It's like, what, like the time frame of the update is just way too fucking close. And because you do technically know how fucking annoying Akaram is these days, right? Especially like at the beginning, it can be very, very time gated. So it's like especially for people who are still relatively new to the game or whatever, maybe going into like the mid game progress or whatever, it's still relatively kind of gated for you. But once you're like maybe you're around like end game and shit, you gotten like several evokers and shit, you gotten all the summons done. For example, if you're probably at that point, maybe progressing Akaram is not too bad, just because like the new sandbox actually kind of gives you a little bit more in comparison to like the normal one, because you can actually kind of farm Edians relatively well in the new routes, the new 4 routes. So it's not as bad as before, but at the same time, you still kind of need some shit from the original one, like the Astras and stuff. So it's still, you still kind of need to do that. But you know, with all the new shit that they actually do give now with the new routes and stuff, if you do everything, like, you know, you try to clear it all like daily shit, you should be able to get quite a bit of materials that you can actually use to upgrade like your whatever evokers, getting your evokers done, getting maybe if you want to get like one weapon done or some shit. Yeah, you probably could, especially if you really go super hard in like the said Akaram sandbox, right? If you just go hard, like you every single day you mash the fuck out of sandbox, right? If you're that type of guy that you mash the fuck out of sandbox, then yeah, you can probably get like quite a few weapons done. Maybe like a few, yeah, maybe not all the weapons done, but a few weapons done, because you're kind of gated in the New World Quartz thing, because you do need like the New World Quartz stuff, right? If you want to upgrade, wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, you need the New World Quartz to upgrade a weapon, right? So this one is kind of gated in Guild War in a way, so it's not really something that you can really just get everything all in one go kind of thing. So yeah, but it kind of makes it somewhat easier when you're like going, you know, near the end of the near your progress near the end game or whatever. That's why in the beginning it's still pretty fucking hard. So that's why, like, going back again, there's like really no correct answer to this. It's like you basically, end of the day, right? The TLDR of this is just, if you want to upgrade a weapon, just choose the one that you enjoy most. Really, you just pick the one that you want to upgrade, maybe on the domain that you like the evokers a lot or something. For example, like if you really like Frau, then just go Frau, right? Just simple as that. Just upgrade her weapon, get her domain done, full limit break her weapon, done, finish, end of story, right? If you want to do that, I don't think that's wrong either. It's just best to just go whichever your heart tells you to. Okay? Yeah. So that's really what I see right now in like the whole progress in like the evokers and shit. Because there's really not much else for you actually to do to, like, when it comes to like the full limit break evoker weapons and shit. It's kind of like whatever, to be honest. So yeah, end of the day, just go what your heart tells you to, man. Okay, so that's really not no wrong answer to this. If you think that's good for you, that's great, right? If you think that helps you, just do it, man. That just follow your heart. Okay, so I think that's all I can say when it comes to like the full limit break evoker weapons. Like my thoughts and impressions, whatever, like what's so good about them, which one you should go for. I already told you guys. So I think that's all I can say for it. The next one, I think I'm just gonna split this up. So this one is just for like my thoughts, impressions on the full limit break evoker weapons. And the next one is gonna be like the new weapons, AES, whatever shit. You know, like the old AX skills, the new actual weapons that they give you with the new defender and the bosses or whatever shit, and like the books, the guidebooks and upgrading shit. Yeah, that'll be the next one. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, all right, peace. Okay, bye bye. All right, okay.